Hello again, CandyLab fans. If you live in Southeast Asia and you don't know where to get these American toys, I bought these from thegoodtreeph.com. I guess they're an official dealer of CandyLab over here in the Philippines, but that's not where I live. But anyways, person went out of their way to get me a quotation for shipping and packed them all up. And let's just make sure they're... So we got some bubble packing. Cutting so well. And then we have a cardboard box. So it seems like it's well packed, that's for sure. But I can hear something rattling around because I think CandyLab is a brand. They don't do a very good job with their packaging. That's what I've noticed compared to other brands that sell toys. Let's see. Hopefully there's no damage, but that's why I like to do these unboxings. Alright, so cardboard. There's a couple of candy cars in here. And we'll save those for a future video. So later on the line, we've got the Everglades SUV and some sort of pickup truck. Today we'll do one of these big Americana cars. They're the bigger of the wooden toys by this brand. We have the Woodie. And I can hear that surfboard rattling around. And the Longhorn that doesn't have one, so we'll save that one for later. Okay, so yeah, here's their website. I paid full price. I just want to help out people that help me. So there you go. Those are the Philippine prices. I think you can switch the currency around as well. Alright, anyways, let's see what the Woodie's all about. We have a yellow wagon with some actual wood veneer. And here's the little blurb on this thing. Okay, rich veneer. Magnetic attachments for a tow hitch. Okay, the camper sold separately. This meets 2008 safety standards. And then C and UK safety approval. And this one was, I guess, made in 2022 or released in that time frame. There's a little thumb pull out here. It's nice that they have paper packaging, but see, this is just bad. Packaging is supposed to get you the product safely, and just to have a piece of tape hold this on, it's just, you know, it's gonna scratch up the model or the toy and this, right? This should be in a plastic bag and then maybe taped down, or in a foam bag and just jammed onto the side so it doesn't scratch this, because I don't think they clear coat their cars. I might be wrong. Anyways, so we have this rubber band here, and this is raw cardboard, so I'm pretty sure you're going to see a lot of yellow paint on this cardboard. From the shipping vibration, paper is abrasive. Oh, pleasantly, there isn't much yellow paint. There's a little bit down there, but no, I think actually that just might be dust. So, well, alright, so there's some yellow paint there. Ideally they would have a plastic coated paper and also have a rubber band or a different way to package this surfboard. So now the question is this adhesive going to leave a stain on the toy? That's another problem with stickers. The adhesive goes bad. There's even like a metal shaving in there. Alright, well, I lucked out. This one seems to be good. Alright, so now, it's not supposed to be a specific car, but to me it looks like a 1970s station wagon of some sort of American proportions. And then this little surfboard here, we have the CandyLab Toys printed there. And what's really nice is there's a magnet inside of this, and I see no indication of how that got in there. I see no break here. This is just a wood grain. This is solid beech wood, these toys, but clearly there has to be a magnet in here somewhere, somehow. I don't know how they do it. It's really amazing. Anyways, this is nicely printed with the W for, I guess, Woodie wagon. So that's nice. Yeah, got some boxes falling behind me. It's not a very strong magnet. This is the weakest of the magnets I've felt from this brand, but it's fine by me. It doesn't fall off. So, it still looks pretty cool. Okay. So now you can see some of the wood grain, the beech wood coming through this white paint. It's a water-based paint. And you're going to have some chippings from the wood cutting process. There's no way around that. You know, they're not going to pick the best pieces of wood, because that means they would have to throw away a bunch of wood and make the toys more expensive. So I'm okay with that. I gotta say though, this is actually one of the better top parts I've seen in my collection. Only a chip there and there, but the rest of it looks quite nice. There's a little bit of an air gap there. You gotta accept the fact that this is wood, so it's gonna warp a little bit maybe. And so, yeah, I think it did warp a little bit there. But it's centered in the yellow body. You can see yellow on the top and the bottom there, so that's good. And the front view here, I think this wood is pretty straight. I don't think it's warped. We have a big white painted light bar here, painted pretty well actually. Sadly a little chip missing there, but again, that's the wood cutting process. Then we have this wood veneers, literally a thin strip of wood, and I think they use like double-sided tape to put it on the side of this thing. So yeah, with age, it's gonna peel up. It's peeling up right there. I haven't figured out or thought of a way to best make it stick on forever. So I'm just gonna continually, I guess, push it back down. See, it's peeling up a little bit there, I think. All right. Yeah, a little bit of peeling here, but I can push it down, and it's tighter again. Okay. Well, anyways, it's interesting. It's real wood, but I think they'd just be better off using paint. Just use like a dark brown paint and a light brown paint and have one of them have a pattern, kind of like Hot Wheels does in their toys. Because yeah, that's gonna eventually, that adhesive's gonna go really bad, and it's just gonna peel off a lot. It's not too bad right now. Alright, so this is on the 18x9 tires, so that means the wheel is 18 millimeters across and the tire's 9 millimeters wide. And they are very rubbery, very soft, as you can see me squeeze, and they have some grooves in them. And you can also see they put in a lot of axle play. And I think that's probably to help it roll better, which is a good time to transition to rolling. Hold on here. Being solid wood is quite heavy, so it rolls. Oh yeah, this is a really nice roller. A lot of them they make more noise and don't roll quite as smooth, but this is a good one. It's interesting, the stance. I think the front end is actually higher than the back end. Let me see if I can find something. Not sure if you're going to be able to see, but I can. If you look at this, I feel like the back end is squatter, like it's accelerating or something. Like, see, the yellow is closer to the wood than the front here. The front is higher, much more raised. Could be an optical illusion, but I'm pretty sure there's an angle to the bottom of that car on purpose. So it's like loaded up with a family and junk in the back, and the front end's riding high. It's interesting. Interesting. I did notice that on the promotional pictures as well, so I think it's intentional. Alright, so going to the back here, I'm familiar with this kind of woodwork here. It's pretty cool how they chamfer this. It's like a plane cut out in a trapezoid, so these become, you know, like arrowheads, but then they're painted red, and I'm pretty sure they're hand painted. The paint's really thick, and yeah, okay. But the yellow possibly is spray painted. It's so evenly done. I don't know. Yeah, we already saw the front. I'm pretty sure this veneer is hand cut because it's not perfect, you know. This is much more yellow here than here. And then look at that, it's not even vertical. But then again, that seems to be on purpose. It's not trying to match this edge, which is kind of weird. This is kind of better than the other side. Well, anyways, it's handmade. So on the bottom we have CandyLab, some sort of lot number, and then yeah, some blemish, probably from that tape. Again, tape is just weird. I don't think you should put tape on products. It's just strange. Look, it leaves that residue behind. Right? Luckily, you can clean it off. And there's the magnet in there if you have a trailer to tow, but I don't have such a thing. And then they do have a tow truck that I use as a rubber band. I'm pretty sure that's what this is for, to put the tow truck rubber band on. And then you would be able to tow it because the back end is chamfered so much. So there's a super wheelie. Alright, well anyways, I think it looks pretty cool and it's in pretty good shape, so very nice. Let's look at a few other wagons. Seems as though I have actually a lot of wagons from this brand already. The Surfing Griffin is probably my favorite one because it's like a Lincoln Continental front end, and then back end is a wagon, which there was never such a thing, right? But I think it looks awesome, and that also has this one has a longboard. We have the ambulance wagon here. That one's pretty neat. And then the same cutting, but in more of a civilian mode, is the Surfman. But sadly, they put the magnet in opposite on this side of the car, so the board won't center itself. It always has to be off to the side. But if you have two, then you can actually run two surfboards on Surfman. Yeah, alright. So that's the same cutting. And then also I have the Woodie Redo, or Redux. I don't know, how would you pronounce that? So yeah, that's got this flat, almost parallel trunk to back end of the car. So different cutting entirely. But the front end is very similar to these rear ends, where it's got those arrow heads. And I've run out of room. These things are so big. Or actually, maybe I'll get rid of Surfman. I'm a little curious which is the biggest cutting. So I'm going to push them all up against the monitor. Well, you know what? It seems like the body of the ambulance and Surfman is identical to this, but the cabin of this clearly is different. It's you notice the cabin of all the other ones have these chamfers here, here, and here. This one is just a straight cut across. I'm not sure if you're picking up. Yeah, hopefully you can see that now. So the Surfing Griffin is the longest of them all, as you can see there. Yeah, which is the lowest though? I do feel the Surfing Griffin has the lowest roof line. Yeah, okay. So another super cool handmade wooden product. I really like these. I mean, if you're totally new to these things, you're just gonna look and be like, what the heck is that? It's so basic looking. It has the tire sticking outside the body. It just looks weird. But I've collected enough realistic models and built enough model kits that I like these weird things. Whether they're cars or vehicles or figures. I like deformed things. I wouldn't say this is a deformed car, but it's clearly not a real car, right? So that's why I categorize in the tuned category. Okay, well, anyways, I will see you the next time we see a new CandyLab. Thanks for checking this out.